Wake up to the sunrise, let the day begin. Johnny and Mark are here, let the laughter in. With every sip of coffee, feel the warmth inside. Conversations and humor take you for a ride. Your morning boost with Johnny and Mark, a perfect blend of laughter, igniting the spark, inspiration and insight. Join the journey, let them light your way. It's a brew of connection, a world to explore, a network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you. As the day unfolds, carry what you've heard, inspire and inform with every single word. Johnny and Mark beside you as you start a new day, the morning show that lifts you through and through. A network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I got my coffee, I got my dollars, and I'm looking for deals. Am I at the right place?
I say, here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
Bless you, my child. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sister Mary Agnes. You may have heard about me from my friend Cajun Roots reseller, Johnny. I met Johnny many years ago when he was purchasing furniture from Frankie and Johnny's in Louisiana. They were not going to give him credit, and I vouched for him. I said, let him have it with no problem. He's got the dollars. See the special man.
Let him have it with no
You
problem.
got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Hello, I'm Johnny's Dough Girl. I'm here to say subscribe, hit the bell, not my belly button, and share out his shows. Always give him a thumbs up. You can even become a member. Buy him a coffee and follow his other channels like the cooking shows, my favorites, his fur babies, and more. Leave a comment. And when you watch a video, you're showing him your support.
Hi, I was looking for some jewelry. I'm going to be getting married soon. No, I don't have any credit.
Well, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, if you own a fixed income, even if it's on a sale, in the Cajun Roots Reseller eBay store, guess what? Send an offer. We'll let you have it with no problem.
Johnny has many auctions, chat shows, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and all are welcome. But there's no drama or negativity tolerated on any of his channels. Now go, child, with my blessings. Watch Cajun Roots Reseller. Love always. Be kind to one another, and have a blessed day.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
See the special man.
You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Cajun Roots, Johnny understands.
Johnny understands.
Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
Hello, Carol. What day is it? It's a hump day. I remember to unmute today. Hello, good
Yes, you
morning.
did.
And how are y'all doing?
Attaboy.
Thank you. And first in the chat, Lord Jesus, he's awake, y'all. It's Craig. He was first in the chat. What? That's why it's been so cold. We were 46 degrees this morning when I woke up at 1:17 this morning a.m. Randy, hello, good afternoon, and welcome and morning. It could be you might be just waking up or going to bed. I don't know, but good morning, hello, and welcome. And how are you doing? But only breakfast first. Ew. Regina, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Oh, start off wrong. You're all started off on the wrong day. Today's hump day. Let's see. The most wanted of the day is when without laugh. You coming sing laughter comes on the day already. Awesome. I like that. I love your little sayings every day. Little Debbie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And keep that card, girl. Use it up. That's right. That's what he gets for giving it
Good
to you.
morning.
Good morning, Carol. Yes, we'll be doing a meetup this Friday
Hey,
in
baby.
Providence, Rhode Island. We're headed to the new Goodwill Bins in Providence, Rhode Island. Hopefully, we get to have a couple of others meet us there that live in the area. Looking forward to it. Yeah, you need a booster, right? And I said exactly what Carol said in the chat a little bit later. Thank God my mic was muted because I had to look after I said it. Marlene, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? And Scarlett, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Let's see who else is here. Let's see, Claudette. And how are you doing today, Claudette? How's that weather in Canada? Regina and I are going to the beach to find Michael doing his handstands in his Speedos, Lord Jesus, child. Jeffrey, hello, good morning and welcome. And Robin, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are y'all doing? Good to see y'all. Welcome. Michael, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing?
Good
Good.
morning, sweet
Welcome.
Michael.
Yeah, I got the address. I just got to put it in my GPS. And Miss Denise, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you.
Morning, Miss D. It's 66 here.
Well, we finally hit 51 now. But yeah, it was a little nippy this morning at 1:50. And I had to go out and leave the house at 4 o'clock this morning because I got a message last night. I had to bring Robert to the airport for work. He was going to Pennsylvania, I think it was. Yeah, Pennsylvania. And he comes back Friday night at about 8:45 to 8, between 8:45 and 9 o'clock. So I got to go pick him back up. That's one thing I don't like is driving into Boston. All that traffic. Thank God there's two ways to get to the airport because I missed my first exit. That's what I hate about driving at night in the dark, going to Boston. And I don't miss the city. I'm
Well,
just
how
so
far are you from Boston?
an hour and 15 minutes, depending on traffic, hour and 20.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a long ride. I got 18 new subs for the awesome, Jeffrey. Congratulations. Keep up the work. The good work. Yeah. So yeah, I had to go bring Robert to airport this morning. I did cook. And I found out last night, while I was cooking dinner. Yeah. So about 10 miles. Yeah.
About
Right.
10 miles.
Yeah. Right. It's almost 60 from my house to the airport. I think it's like 58 miles. I think it was. So yeah, I got to go pick him back up on Friday. And Michael, I was thinking about you this weekend when we're coming back from Indiana, and we passed by an area where they had the spirit of Halloween already set up and open. It's like, wow, that was pretty interesting. And I thought of you when I saw it. So yep, Michael's gonna be doing that pretty soon. I'm not sure. Are you still doing that? Meet up with us on That's right,
Morning, Randy.
this Friday. So yeah, that was my ordeal this morning. But I did cook a chicken and sausage with andouille sausage gumbo yesterday.
Mm.
So yeah, that was pretty good too. So Mark, how did you survive your show yesterday? Because that was a long one. You and
It
Michael were
is
on
a
there. I
long
saw you
one.
all.
Everybody brings something different. Um, hey, it's me, Angie. Hey,
Hello,
Carol.
Angie. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing?
I think it went very well.
Yeah, I got to watch a little bit of it yesterday. You're making chili today. That sounds good too. I just felt like a chicken and sausage gumbo yesterday. A filet gumbo at that. So yeah. Thank God I got some filet in the freezer because that's good. Let's see. Other than that, this week, today, I will, for those who paid their invoices already, you will be getting your notifications. I already have everything packed. I just got to slap a label on it. That's what's left. I'm going Get that done before 10:30, 10:45 this morning because I want to make sure the post office before 12:30. So it'll get done this morning. Glenn, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Spirit Holiday stores open mid-August sales. Yeah, but I was surprised they had now open on the sign, so they must have just opened when we passed. I saw the sign. I thought of you. Yeah, I'm gonna make a pot of beef. Ooh, that sounds good too. I haven't had beef stew in a long time. So other than that, Mark, what else you got going on this week?
Well,
Now that that show's over with.
today's Wednesday, isn't it?
Yep, it's a hump day.
Yep. So I'll be on the hump day auction today.
That's right. You and we got our co-host, our new co-host. Yep, come and check it out because Lord Jesus, last week was a hoot, hoot, hoot. If you wasn't laughing, something was wrong. Well, we were all laughing so hard my face was hurting after that show. You just never know
And
what's
who
going to.
are the co-hosts?
We got Denise's creation.
Miss D.
Got Regina with Red Arrow Resale,
Okay.
and we also have none other than Josie's Place.
Okay.
Yeah, started last week. Jeffrey says, I know sometime next week I'll be getting my new cell phone. What? You still on YouTube, Joe? Lord Jesus. Joe, Craig, don't start, please. Leave it alone. Shut that door. Why doesn't it feel like a Monday? I don't know. Because it ain't. Tell him, Jeffrey. All right. So before we get to our topic of the day, Regina says, Mark, are you going to join Johnny's Angels? Yeah, right. That's what we talked about last week. Everybody else on the panel was female, so they all said we're going to be Johnny's Angels today, and that was what the whole talk was too. That was pretty funny.
I wonder if I've still got my angel wings.
Bring them. That was the name of my. I had a light the night walk for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society that I used to do every year,
Yeah.
and that was the actual name of my group, my program that we had. I named it Johnny's Angels, and that was our we had to name our group, and that's what I called it. I still got the
Oh.
banner from it too. Yeah, I got a post on that on my personal page, Facebook page, and I even have the commercial that I made it to on the TV with. Yeah, they even did an interview with me at the Light the Night Walk. That was pretty cool. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into our topic of the day. So here we go. And hello, good morning, and welcome, Hattie. How are you
Hi,
doing?
Hattie.
Good to see you. I'm sorry, Carol. That don't close, girl. No, he ain't. Nope, we ain't taking no more new applications. Nope, it's filled. No. Anywho, before we get started on today's topic, I want to mention first my little disclosure. We're not talking about anybody in particular. This is like one of those Pandora boxes that people don't want to talk about, but we're going to talk about it, kind of thing. So I was driving back home from the airport this morning, and this came to my mind. I say, that's our topic for the day. And that's usually how it happens sometimes. Even though I got a list of stuff that Mark and I put together, I told Mark before the show, I said, this is what we're going to talk about today. So just remember, it's not anybody directed directly to anybody in particular. It's just a wide variety that this can cover more than what we're going to talk about. So with that being said, today's topic is what? Ellen. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome. Go ahead.
And I was going to say that, well, that's a terrible kind of. If the shoe fits, maybe you should wear it.
That's right. By saying that, it means that you're talking about someone, just don't want to mention names. Craig, that ain't nothing to do with it. Nope. I don't want nobody taking and getting their panties in an uproar when we talk about this topic. That's all. Ellen, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. That's right. Sleep through the interview. Yeah, that's right. The interview's that's closed. No more. Auntie Mama, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? I was listening to her this morning while I was packing orders. Yeah, I woke up this morning with some orders from Etsy. It was nice. And then I had another order from Poshmark. So yeah, it was fun. I believe it too, Mark, Craig. Mark and I kind of know that already, so that's your business. Anywho, So today it's never too late to build and earn trust. Well, welcome everybody. Today we're going to be talking about something super important for all of us, and that's trust. This topic is never too late to build or earn your trust. And trust me when I say this is a game changer for your personal or professional life. Mark, take it away.
Oh, what's this all about? We've all been there, whether it's with a friend, a family member, or a coworker. Trust can be tough to build and even harder to repair once it's broken. This topic is about the good news. It's never too late to start over. We drive into practical, real world strategies that help you become a person that others can rely on. Think of this as your roadmap to building stronger, more meaningful relationships.
Amen. Let's see. Alice says now the bonus of living a Z kick in. Oh, sweet. We are turning AC on tonight at 77 already. What? Oh, trust me, if there is a guilty party, Johnny would say so without naming names. That is so true. You know me already, huh, Randy? I'm super fabulous. Oh, well, thank you for letting us know that. I love hearing that. No, too late to earn my trust.
Fantastic, babe.
You got a lot of work to do on that one. That's right. Absolutely. There is something you can learn as a child. That's right. We sure do. But some people just don't carry it on in their life. Sometimes they still live as a child, even being grown up. Oh, well, I saw someone being mean to Jessica, so her on her video? No way. Oh, that's not right. No, that's not right. Mm-mm. And so this is a broad topic because you can earn and have trust both ways of a lot of different topics. What's up, Fartsack Jack? Hope you had a great birthday. I didn't get to see you for your birthday last week. I believe it was still last week, wasn't it? I believe it was last week. I think it was last Friday, wasn't it? No, last Thursday, the 4th, was your birthday. So I hope you had a great birthday. We did talk about it in the morning show, and I always like to share that out. And I haven't seen you since. So good to see you.
It was the 4th.
Why do I have the 3rd? Oh, the 4th. Yeah, it is the 4th. Duh.
He made
In
the
the
big
4th.
52.
What?
Good job.
Awesome. I've heard never too late to build.
And earn.
All right, Michael. Let's see. Thank you. You're welcome. Trust is also there. Respect you give it, and that's right. It's both ways, not just one way. I saw that little. I didn't see that. I'm not up that early in the morning anymore. Well, that's okay. We understand. And when we talk about building trust, again, it goes a long way. And again, it's whether it's in part of your family, because I look at it this way: YouTube is not only just the friends and family; it's a community. But you have to build trust, but also earn trust. Sometimes when you break that trust, then you have to earn it back. And this goes in any which direction you want it to go in. But remember that once you break that, it is kind of tough to rebuild it. You got to kind of earn it. Just like when a baby starts crawling, you have to crawl before you can walk. In Craig's case, he's still crawling, but that's beside the point. But again, you do have to crawl before you walk, right? So you still got to build that trust back when you lose that trust with anyone, and that's in anything, whether it's your personal life, relationships, or in business. And so, what I want to talk a little bit about this morning was, in fact, that I'm hearing a lot of the scuttlebutt in our community, and so that's why I wanted to bring this morning, because of the fact that it is something that not only is it part of being in a trust with somebody, it's respect. It goes both ways. You got to give it and take it. Just like when I was growing up, my grandmother always instilled in me, and I say that because I was with my grandmother a lot during the summer times, and she always used to tell us, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. In other words, treat them how you want to be treated, right?
Yep.
Same with trust. You got to give that trust in order to get it back. And the reason, well, Johnny, why are you saying this? Well, because I'm hearing a lot of different things throughout the community, and that's whether if I'm watching somebody's video, I'm reading somebody's chats. I do have a tendency to, in the afternoon, when I have not nothing to do, but when I'm just sitting there watching TV, a lot of times I just pop open the computer on my laptop upstairs and I'll watch some YouTube channels without saying anything sometimes. Sometimes I'll say hello, and then I just sit there and relax.
But what I'm noticing is that there is a lot of dishonesty, not trust being compared to both sides of the fence, so to say. And why I'm saying that is because I'm noticing that when it comes to, and again, this is a long time coming, I see it a lot. A lot of people don't like to talk about it, but then I know what Craig's going to talk about once I say this comment. But you know what, Craig? Like they say, everybody has opinions, just like everybody has what? You know it. Anywho, when people don't pay their invoices, you have a responsibility. I know if I got an invoice from somebody, I'm looking for it because I'm going to pay the minute I get it. Or vice versa. I pay an invoice. I want my tracking number. I want to know when I'm getting my stuff, you know? It could be for a gift. It could be for somebody's just to give it to somebody. You don't know that. So again, it goes both ways. Whether you're waiting on an invoice from somebody and you paid it, or you don't, how you do it, you should know about writing it down anyway, or you should know immediately when that person says I invoice. You should know about when to start inspecting that invoice, right, Mark?
That's right. Yes.
Let me get caught up in the chat. Let me know what your thoughts are while I'm getting back in the chat here. I want to get caught up real quick. Trust is also like respect when you give it. That's right. That's true. That is exactly right. So I didn't see that, but I definitely want to go back and check that out. I hope everything's okay with Jessica. I haven't seen her in a while. That's right. Auntie Mama's birthday was last Saturday, the 6th.
See,
I'm not going to go to their Hello Debbie. It's not know the whole story. Wait, what? I'm not going to go there. You may know the whole story. Okay, yeah, yeah. Let's see here. Crawling isn't that bad. You still got to learn how to crawl. I know why people feel the way they do with Jessica, but you say there's no reason for that. There is no
yeah,
reason
you don't
for
you don't
anybody.
have to be mean.
Nope.
You don't have to be mean to anybody.
That doesn't matter who they are. Absolutely, Johnny. That's why my grandparents taught me to. Yes, and I used to be a lot. I used to love spending the time with my grandmother. I thought it was to do it under other before they do it to you. Whatever, Craig. It's very hard to rebuild trust, and depending on how strong the relationship is, the more you hurt. And that is true. That there's
Yep.
different levels of distrust and dishonesty, and it's hard to rebuild that kind of trust. And a lot of people, they have their different opinions, so we have to remember, we have to respect and honor those who have that opinion. We may think differently, but it all comes down to the main bottom line. You can lose trust by not paying those invoices, or if somebody pays their invoice and you don't ship their items, guess what? You're hurting that trust. You're hurting yourself and you're hurting your business, because the word of mouth is the worst or your best word of advertisement.
Yeah, and yes. And if you
That's true, Ellen. I'm the same way.
in the in the chat is not the place to nail them to the wall.
That's right.
Email them. Email the host of the blind copy of the host so that they know what's going on. These are suggestions. I would like to know
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
if you're on my show and um, you're not getting an invoice or you're not getting your product that you paid for. It's um, bad business practices. There,
It is. Let's see.
Mark,
Caught
you
up,
might
Sarah.
need to refreshing your connection. Am I freezing up, little
Yeah,
Debbie?
you're very pixelated. I noticed that last night on your auction too. Yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, it was off and on. When we
I
break
have re
down trust, it's like a crumbled piece of paper. You can smooth it out over time. And you start, yeah, and you still have those wrinkles, right?
I'm
I
going to
agree, Mark.
step out and I'm going to come back in. Okay.
Okay. You might need to refresh it. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know the details, but she's staying in touch with me. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't like to hear that. And it's sad. Once you have lost that integrity, people. Yes, it is. And that can hurt your business big time. What's up, Chuck? Chuck, did y'all have your auction last night? So I went to bed early because I had to bring Robert to the airport this morning. So you'll be seeing him from Pennsylvania in your chat tonight. There is a lot of cruel people in this world. And you know this, and it's sad. especially with YouTube, because everybody's here just to have fun. And and that's one thing I have to say about Jessica. She's always singing happy birthday, always doing things for other people, promoting people's channels. There is no reason for somebody to treat somebody like that, no matter who they are. Nobody deserves that. No one. That's a little clearer. No one deserves that. That is a shame on them. Shame on them. Call a lot of them up and dial up.
Craig, I could only wish that I had AOL
Actually, I
dial
think
up.
I heard a podcast where this month is the when they're going to cancel and stop all dial up with AOL. I didn't even realize it was still around.
I didn't either.
Joanne, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you, Ellen. It is a shame hiding behind a keyboard. That's so bad. That's sad. Auction is tonight. Oh, that's right. Duh. Tonight's your auction. That's right. That's right. Tonight's the auction on Wednesdays, and Thursdays is your two beardos. Yes, she is. That's just wrong. God don't like ugly, but he sure don't like pearly either. So again, back to our topic, trust can be a two-way street. Honesty, your business, your personality, all of it goes together. But when you start doing wrong, whether it's not sending out, if somebody pays their invoice and you don't send out their invoice, are they waiting for an invoice and you don't ship them their invoice, or then you get an invoice and you don't pay your invoice? That is just so wrong in many ways. And this is my opinion about that. Knock on wood, thank God. Every now and then I might have a couple of people who wait to pay their invoice, but again, communicate with the person you're buying from. Let them know, look, I don't get paid till this date. Is it okay? Communication, I guarantee you can go a long way with me. I'm sure with anybody else. But when you don't communicate, that's when you start having problems. My dad still has AOL. Yep, he won't be having it email, but you won't be able to do dial-up.
I still
Yep.
have an AOL email.
Yes, she is.
Not
She's always
not that I use very often.
she's still posting and still happy, but is opted out to stay in people's lives. I am so sorry to hear that, poor thing.
I thought that she had mentioned to me, well, in our live, that she was going to be stepping away from lives for a while.
Can somebody drop that link in the chat for me, please? For that video so we can go all support her and watch it. Please, somebody drop that link to that video. Let us all go and give her support and words of encouragement, please. That's right. Let's drop that link. Let's all give her love and support. Yeah. And that's happened before too, but that's not right. That's just all in one, always wrong. But again, when it comes to trust and building trust, you got to earn it, much less once you have it, you got to keep it. A lot of times that is broken, just like when you're on a train ride and there's no connection to another train rail. What's going to happen? You're going to derail, right? Same thing with this. You're going to want to derailing yourself from somebody when it comes to not having that trust anymore. And that goes with a lot of things. For example, if somebody says, I am going to do this, especially for me, if I say on my calendar, I'm going to be, if you ask me to be on your show or I ask you to be on your show and you say, yeah, and it's a certain time, it's on my calendar. Guess what? I'm going to be there. Unless there's something that comes up and I'll let that person know ahead of time, look, I will not be able to make it. I might be out of town, I'm traveling, or whatever the case may be. But I guarantee you, if I say I'm going to be somewhere, you got my word for it. It's just like a handshake. I
Yep.
will be there. So if I say I'm going to pay you my invoice and then I don't get my stuff, guess what? I'll be canceling. I won't refund me. No, no, that's just the way I roll. You got to be honest. You got to be trustworthy. Because let me tell you one thing. There's a lot of things, even with YouTube. There are so many people who I do not trust. They might say this, but it goes in here and out of here because guess what? I don't trust them. Because there's so many times that you hear somebody say something and it's like, what? You're contradicting yourself. So why should I trust you? Why should I listen to what you're saying? What about that, Mark? What do you think about that? If I buy from a
That
seller,
and
they
they have a reputation.
always do. And they don't
If
send
I buy
it.
from a seller and pay instantly like I always do, and then they don't send my package and I keep emailing them to send my merchandise, I never purchase from them. Yeah.
Exactly. And this goes on another road. Say, for example, and I say this at every one of my auctions that I do on this channel. If you have any issues or problems that arise with the seller on this channel, email them, but also include me in that email so I can make sure that it gets rectified or make sure it gets taken care of. I want to be involved because I want to know what's going on when it's on my channel. Because guess what? If I'm on someone's channel, I am actually represented on their channel. So guess what? If I do something wrong, that's going to make that person look bad, no matter who it
Yep.
is. And so why jeopardize being a connected person with somebody to do a collaboration and networking with, and you don't do your business correctly? You don't handle your business right. Well, of course I trust you, Chuck. That's what kind of question is that? I trust you. You and Marcy both. Yeah, there's a lot of people I trust, but there are a few people on this YouTube platform that I do not trust. That are people that I've never met in person. Let me just say this: the ones I'm talking about, I've never met in person. So if I met you in person, you're excluded, Chuck. But what I have to say is, some of these people I would not want to meet in person. I just, you know how when you catch somebody in a lie, then you catch them in another lie. I just don't have nothing to do with them.
Yeah. I
And invoices they pay as soon as I mail. Yep, exactly. And that's what I'm going to finish today because I've been so busy in the last couple of days, of course, coming back from vacation. But the minute I did all my invoices, like I said, I was got them done on Monday. People started paying. I got them all packed. Now I'm ready to, because I had to change the price. Like when I give an invoice, I give them what their items are worth because I throw extras in for little gifts, you know? And so then I remeasure it, make sure I weigh it before I give the correct label. That's just the way I do it in my little routine. But let me tell you one thing. If I say it's going to be mailed, it's going to be mailed. If I'm going to, that's just the way I am. Can I borrow? Nope. Mm-mm. I trust you, but not that much. No, boo boo. I did watch the video yesterday of the commercial coming in. But thank you, Jeffrey. For those of you not knowing what he's talking about, yesterday I did a video at 1 o'clock yesterday, and it was about this studio of Dawn and Mary of Two Hip Chicks. If y'all haven't watched it, I had to do it in a regular video form because I didn't film it in short video form. So yeah, it's on a regular video. It's like 50 seconds. I've blocked one seller based on their freaking out on me not paying despite me never receiving an invoice. Really? Well, you watched it, Carol. I know I saw your video. You wanted to go shopping too. Well, my next video is going to come out. It's going to be of what I got from their auction, from their estate sale. I had fun. I had to do it in 2 days though because it was so much. Chuck, you didn't need the card, just number.
email me. I have a list.
Mike, come on now. I thought we were
Hey,
friends.
Susie.
Hey, Susie, I love your post. I didn't get to read it all, but it was something nice you done posted about some kind of release of something false. Was that shoes, I think, called false? I've never heard of it. Lots of sellers on YouTube and beyond. I don't deal with drama with them. Yes, again, you gotta, it's all part of the way you're gonna bring yourself up with people. Y'all something else, right? Kidding. I know, I'm kidding right back too. Come on, I thought we were friends. So again, I see a lot of distrust and dishonesty when it comes to everywhere, not just on YouTube auctions. Um, it's just like when people do things and you hear about it, and it's like, oh, not again. What now?
Yeah.
Who did this now? And we don't want, as our community in whole, we don't want that kind of reputation. You don't want that kind of reputation because what's going to happen is it's going to look bad on you and your personal experience with somebody, and then that word gets out. Guess what? People talk. Now, I will never, 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 never blast somebody in particular. That's just, I don't do business that way. Because if I have a problem with somebody, you're going to come on after this show. You and I are going to talk. I'll handle my business behind the scenes. That's just not the right place.
Yeah. You
Um,
you definitely don't do it in the chat, and you don't do it live.
the sad thing was the under $20. You all know me. I pay fast. And I'm the same way. I'm looking for that invoice. And when some people say I didn't see an invoice in my email, guess what? You got it expected coming in. Guess where you got to go? PayPal. Your invoice will be in PayPal. Trust me. 'Cause I had an invoice I was looking for, I didn't see it. Went in my spam folder, didn't have it there. I went to my PayPal and it was there because I was waiting for it. I mean to watch Jessica's video. I comment. Oh, okay. All right, Jeffrey. I got you now. I remember back in the day, my buddies were big computer geeks. So cranking and hanking, and then ensure the list of people's names. Yeah, that's not good. No, you don't do that. Lots of problems solved by selling or whatnot. Craig, you do you, boo. I personally don't have a problem. I got solutions. Got it? I'm just talking in general, Craig. We were talking about Jessica. Which Jessica? Jessica Dumpster Girl. Actually, I have it open. They dropped the link in the chat for y'all to go give her some love and support, please. There is a guy here in town that I had his identity stolen 3 times. Wow.
Wow.
You do not like someone's don't comment in the chat. Exactly. Just leave it to yourself. And that's right. But just don't have to do anything. You don't need to care the opinions. That's right. Don't bring the chat down for that. No. You know another thing. Look out, Johnny's called you into the office. That's right. You know it. I'll tell you in a heartbeat. There's the video, Chuck. If you want, please go, y'all go and leave a comment and give us some support and uplift her, please. I just don't like seeing people getting upset with that. And there is a great community in general, but most over with Clarence. I like to know the people in the show with. Yeah. Why not has it? Yeah, you right about that one, Chuck. I don't have problems. I have solutions. So, Mark, let's
Yes.
and we're going to go ahead and get ready to open the show, but I would like to get your input on the topic of the day. I know I've been running my mouth, but let me get your opinion about this while I start dropping links in the chat, please.
Well, it's true. Everything that you said, Johnny, is true. Um, a- and I hear things that I don't even want to know. And you know, I'm just a little guy, really. But yeah, word of mouth. But I have seen enough, the backstabbing, the nastiness. Um, and Michael and I try to, well, and I think we do a pretty darn good job of it. Uh, is treat everybody with the love and respect that we want to receive. Um, the invoice thing, um, unfortunately, there's too much of that. Um, well, that is you're paying it and not receiving your product, or you're not getting you're saying you're not getting your invoice. Well, check the spam folder, check PayPal, do your due diligence. There,
And you know
I
the
used I
conclusion to
used a
this.
big word.
That's right. And the conclusion for all of this is respect those in the community who are, and you got to remember, this is their business. That's their money. That's their money making business. It's part of their business. So when you start getting to the point where you're not paying an invoice, or somebody paid their invoice and you're not shipping their items, then you're not getting the respect you're going to need because of the fact that you're not giving it. It's a two-way street. So you got to remember, respect the person you bought from, but also respect to make sure you get their items to them. Also, to the fact that you got to respect them because of the fact that they're taking their time to do these shows to bring you those special deals, things that you might not be able to go to, and because we all live in different states. So there's some
Hmm.
things that you may not see in your state because there's some things I've seen people that are showing and selling I've never seen before in some of the places that I go to. So again, be out of respect to those who you're buying from. If they pay their invoice, please ship that invoice out. Make sure they pay. Yes. Once they pay, make sure you ship the item to them. That's in a common sense. I know there's a lot of people who have book smarts, but not a lick of common sense. And that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
I've had to go to PayPal, and I have too. That's what I'm saying. If you don't have it in your spam folder, you don't have it in your email, you keep saying I don't have an invoice, go to your PayPal. It'll be there. I used to hang out with a certain group and another person auction saying that we were doing support to the other. Yeah, and again, that we're out of high school, we're out of junior high, we're out of elementary. We're adults. 6 months of
Hey,
selling.
Gen Ed.
I was late shipping because I've gotten, and that's things happen. Life happens. We know that. But when somebody's emailing you and you don't return the email with a tracking number with a package saying it's on its way, you're hurting your business. That's right. You buy where you please. That's right. And Janice, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And so
You're
again,
welcome.
you gotta respect those who are taking that time, making sure they package your orders, get your invoices out. Once you get paid, shipping those items out, that's a good reputation to have. I have to email way too many sellers that I need my invoice. Unfortunately, I hate that when you're automatically in the box and it's not required. Yeah. And it's a business, but you know what? There's a lot that goes into this, not just showing and selling. You got to make sure you pack it, make sure you ship it, make sure, you got to do it. And another thing, if something happens, we know how sometimes packaging gets to the destination and it's damaged. You might want to think about how you're shipping it. Because some people are shipping stuff that it's like, uh, why did you ship this to me? Would you want me to ship this to you like that? That'll never
Mm.
happen. But Lord Jesus, don't look at emails anymore. I do that all the time, but I also check and make sure if I know I'm waiting for an invoice, I'm checking my email, my PayPal. Well, then PayPal at least one, and I do too, especially when I'm waiting on something. Linda, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? I
Good
guess
morning, Linda.
my invoice here, Carol. You haven't bought anything from anybody, Craig. Why would you be waiting for an invoice? I had several people say their PayPal invoice went to the spam recently. I haven't had any problems. And again, it happens, but usually 9 times out of 10, if you can't find it in your spam folder or your inbox, go just directly to PayPal because you know that's where it's coming from. Unless somebody sent, because I do have a couple of people who buy from me that I ship them. I still do an invoice through PayPal, but I send them the total in whatever, like say Cash App, Venmo, wherever, and they pay it. And I put in the invoice on PayPal, paid. How did they pay? When did they pay? All that's in their invoice, even though I didn't send it to them sometimes because that's how they want it. I don't have emails on my phone, so you don't get email on your phones. Do you have one of those flip phones, Mike? Keep records. Yeah, keep records if you know you're waiting on an invoice. I want to know. I don't have book smart, but common sense, fortunately. Yes, indeed, Chuck. It's funny.
I hear you, Chuck.
One thing I know for sure, if your customers are not satisfied and sell, you don't care about the behind the scenes. Yeah, because that's a lot of stuff that goes on. You got a lot of things you got to do, not just sell it. How do you know I haven't bought anything? Not on any of our auctions, you haven't. I know that for a fact. Because no one's asked for your information. Because Johnny is always watching. I sure am. You tell him, Jeffrey. See, Jeffrey's even knowing all that. Crap, right? We all do, right? All right, so let me go and drop the link. Remember, if you would like to come on up and join us on the panel, you're more than welcome to. That link is in the chat. I'm going to pin it to the top of the message board. You're more than welcome to come on up and join us. If you have anything you would like to share, promote your channel. That's what we're doing here. I doubt that, Jeffrey. Yeah. Oh, yes. Jeffrey knows. Jeffrey knows. He's been watching. Craig's on that Santa's naughty list. So, Mark, I have to ask you, now we're going to relax a little bit more. How is Michael handling his retirement so far?
Yeah, actually, guys, I'm very proud of him. He has been working his tail off, just organizing. It's mainly his jewelry,
Mhm.
but
That's a
I
job in
mean,
itself.
he has he has been working his tail off,
That's good.
cleaning up, and yeah,
Michael has gone FT Footies on YouTube. Not sure what FT footies.
I'm not sure what FT is.
I am at an age where I get invoiced for stuff I don't
A
remember.
check, yeah.
Look, Chuck, one thing I do know is every week I always expect a package between you and Nitty Pie because Robert is always in
Full
y'all
time.
auction. And I know when he's bought some from y'all because it comes at the door. Yeah, he bought some
Full
again.
time. Yeah.
Just
No. Michael, yes. Michael, Angry Otter, yes. He just wants to eat in peace without being videoed. It's not going to happen, but yeah, that's what he wants.
so starts with 20 items, grand prize. Awesome. Don't forget, Ellen does it. Don't you still do what day of the month you do your member birthday video live? People think retirement means stacking it on the final, but it means work. Yeah, there's a lot more work than when you get retired because then the honey-do list gets longer.
Oh,
I'm not
honey,
retired,
dude,
and I
I'm
still do.
busier now than I've ever been.
And it will be that way. Yeah,
Well, I wake up at 1:30 in the morning.
it's part of the job, but the items sell the items, ship the item, rinse and repeat. That is so true. It is a seller that just thinks money and not sending the items isn't considered. It is considered scamming. And I'm sure y'all know about all that story going on with what happened on Whatnot and all these other platforms. People are doing it, and I don't know how they sleep at night. I know when I go to bed and I hit that pillow, I know I'm going to sleep good every night. No matter what time I go to bed or no matter what time I wake up, I know I get me a good night's sleep. I am retired. I work harder now than I did when I was working for days. You're right about that.
Hmm.
Now, on the third Tuesday of each month, September's babies tune in. You must be present to win. She does that every month, y'all. And so now it's on the third Tuesday of each month. And you got to love what you do. You know, you got
Yeah.
to. And another thing, too, even with the way things happen, and I know I was watching a video yesterday on the statistics of the different years on how YouTube evolved. And the pandemic was the most that people have joined and started doing lives on YouTube between 2019 to 2020 and all the way up to like 2023, 24. They found that was the largest uptake in new people doing live shows in that time frame. And a lot of times people were doing it because they couldn't go nowhere, right? But you know what's amazing? This November will be 6 years I'm on YouTube, and I've seen a lot of people before the pandemic, before it really hit, aren't doing YouTube anymore. You don't see them anymore. And that is a big difference compared to now. Yes, we do have a lot of new people. We have a lot of people who are expanding and doing it. But you know what? It's like a job just like anything else.
Yep.
You're representing your business, your brand, if that's what you want to do. I look at it this way: no matter what you think, this is my opinion. I think that YouTube is just like a business. You have to treat it that way, unless you're doing it for a hobby or you're just doing it to have an extra stream of income. If that's what everybody has their own reason. But I think I look at it this way: it's a business. So whatever I say, I want to make sure I'm representing myself in the truth and honest way. And if I lie about something, I'm gonna tell you, I lied. I told you the wrong thing. I'll look it up. Me. That's just the way I handle my business. My extended family do not understand. I do keep active, and it's a lot of work. It is. They like casinos, and I'm the same way, Miss Denise. My dad worked hard on his retirement. He's still doing handyman at 85, 86. Wow. That is awesome. Live with the chats are great. And that's one way you communicate and collaborate and network with people. Yeah. And my dad and them, every now and then they might pop in if I was doing it through simulcasting on YouTube, on PayPal, on Facebook. I don't do that anymore because I'm always getting my videos taken down on YouTube, on Facebook. I mean, and reasons why I'm about saying the one like it is that my dad used to work there. Awesome. That's right. It sure is. Johnny, while you were chatting, I made you a website. You made me a website? Oh, wow. Darn. I like. Well, thank you. Whoa, I'm going to check that out. I'm going to subscribe to my own page. What? It's not letting me subscribe. I guess because I already got my own self. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Oh, y'all got to check that out. I like. It's got a couple of my items I have listed on the. I'm speechless. Michael, I like that. Wow. Why you were being chatty. I like that, Michael. Giovanni, hello, good morning, and welcome, and happy hump day. How are you doing? Good to see you. Buy to help support. Now I'm the same way, and a lot of times I do it depending on what it's for. I'll buy. Like right now, I'm done with Christmas shopping. I usually start in November of this year. I'll be starting for next year, and that's just the way I do it. I even buy things if I don't want to buy something that's a special event, or my dad's birthday, or my stepmother's birthday, or their anniversary. I buy ahead of time. I don't wait till the last minute. And I like supporting others, but that's why I buy from them. Now, some things I do buy and resell. Now, don't get me wrong, but if I'm buying for a gift, I definitely. Yes, he did. I love it. Yeah, it's. I think it's just in beta form, so to say. Yeah. Okay, that's why. If you're already subscribed, it won't let you subscribe. Yeah, you can only do it once. That is so cool, Michael. I'm looking forward to looking it up. You know what I'm saying? That is pretty cool. But again, when you're communicating with others, open communication is a two-way street. When you're collaborating and networking with others, you're going to put yourself out there when it comes to
Hmm.
collaborating and networking. But make sure you put your best foot forward, because word of advice, the worst type of advertisement you want for your brand or your business is that word of mouth can damage you or it can help you.
Negativity.
That negativity will spread like wildfire. And that sometimes the
That will
wildfire
kill
is
you
hard.
quicker.
Thank you. And sometimes you know how the wildfires are. It takes a while to burn out. You got to build it back up. I do too, Denise, Miss Denise. Thank you, Michael. I'm going to check into that. But once you build a relationship, and it's a two-way street, you are going to open the door for more broader experience by keeping that trust, integrity, and also making sure you are transparent at all times. That'll help you grow more than anything else. And I promise you that. Because if not, we're going to see you down on the wayside. And I'm a type of person, when somebody's down, I'm not going to kick them down. I'm going to try to lift them up. But if you can't handle your business, there's nothing I can do for you. I've had people help me, ask me for help, and I've helped them out the best that I can. And I'm not talking about financially, I'm talking about word of advice. But again, it's not what I say, but it's what I do. When I tell you
Hmm.
something, you do what you want with it. It's all up to you. I am at home about collaborating because it is a community and others that rely on you. And not a lot of people that do that, yes. And you have to be in your own involvement with other people. And it is. It is so true, Ellen. Yes, Johnny, which is my intentions. There must be interest and nipped in the bud. Exactly. Exactly. And again, y'all know when I say come to the office, you know I got to talk to you about something. It's not, and I'll tell you, no, it's not bad. I might not even say nothing because that's not anyone else's business.
I get teased about that quite a bit.
For what? Going to the office?
No, so I'll say that, oh, I need to talk to you. And the chat will go wild. Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble.
I hear that a lot too. It is a commitment. And that's just like when you build trust with somebody, if you commit to something, do it. I understand life happens, but make sure you communicate with that person. You got to.
Yep, Ellen, that's correct.
Be careful about
You
who
have to
you
be careful
work
about who
with.
you pick to work with because your reputation is on the line too.
That's right, and that is so true. A process of
Hey, Al.
elimination of association. Al, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And so, yeah, if you're hanging around a bad crowd, and I'm just saying this from experience, and there's a bad reputation going on about one of them in that group, guess what? You ride along with them, they're gonna bring you down just as much. So stay away, run away. Are you available Friday at noon? Yes. For those that live in the surrounding New England area, we will be meeting up around the Providence, Rhode Island new Goodwill bins this Friday. I will be there along with Carol and her husband Stephen and anyone else who can make it. Just let us know so we know to expect to be meeting you there. I will have my GoPro because I do film that kind of stuff. Tom is confused. He is here in the room at the open window and his daddy's outside. Oh, poor baby. My grandmother always said, "You won't bring them up, but they'll drag you." Right about that, and then nobody gonna drag me down. Mm-mm. No, I ain't gonna let it up. And again, if it is, then I deserve every bit of it. That's just the way I feel about it. So, Mark, your final thoughts about today's topic?
Be a good person, but don't waste time proving it.
Oh, I didn't know that, Al. Uh-uh. We can always meet somewhere else too, while we're there.
Oh,
Send me a message. Are you on Facebook, Al? While we down there, we can go somewhere else. There's an Ollie's. Yeah.
see,
Or there's a Savor.
This is kind of news to me because
I didn't-
I thought that, not that I just shop a lot at Goodwill anyway, but I thought that they,
Okay, Al. But I thought they did a lot with the disabled people
yeah,
and special needs. I know for me, my experience when I go to the Savers and Goodwills in New Hampshire or the one in Covington, not Covington, Connecticut, there are so many different diverse, whether it's special needs, transgenders, um, it's amazing. I'm just baffled. I'm surprised. I didn't know that because I thought they even hired people with special needs. Yeah, there's a lot of things that yeah you're right about that. Well, everybody, it's getting to that time. If you would like to come on after the show's over, that link is at the top of the chat. Also, don't forget today at 1 o'clock, we do have our whole day auction. Don't forget our new permanent co-hosts will all be there today. And that is going to be none other than Miss Denise from Daisy's Creations. And we also have Josie's Place and Red Arrow Resell. That is Regina H. And also today we will have Mark from Two Old Guys Vintage and Resell. Who knows? We might have Michael too. We don't know. That'd be a great surprise if we do.
yeah,
And also
for
Tooch
me
Mon
too.
will be here today too. So did I, but they use federal loopholes to grossly underpay them. Oh, really? Interesting. Well, everybody, as I say before in each and every show, you always welcome to come on after so you can join us if you have any questions, concerns, or just want to chit chat. Come on up. We'll be glad to have you after the show's over. And remember, you do have to have your camera and your mic connected because it'll tell me you're offline if it's not. So hope to see y'all at the Hump Day auction. And as I say before I end each and every show, love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. Until we meet again, later. Peace out and y'all come back now. You hear?
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, Go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
See the special man.